Wright stood up. He walked over to Roger Waters, who was at the mixing console. "Roger," he said quietly, "do you know who that is?" Roger looked up. He looked across the room. He looked at the man with the shaved head and the empty stare. He did not recognize him. It took Roger Waters several seconds, several long, terrible seconds, to understand that the stranger sitting in his recording studio, watching him mix a song about a man he had loved and lost, was that man. It was Syd. By every account from people in the room that day, and there are many, what followed was one of the most painful hours in the history of rock music. The band tried to talk to Syd. He answered, but his answers didn't always make sense. His attention drifted. He asked about people who had been dead for years. He didn't seem to remember what they were working on. When they told him the song they were mixing was about him, he showed no reaction. At one point, the band took a break and left the control room to listen to a playback. When they returned, Syd had stood up. He was holding a toothbrush. He was brushing his teeth repeatedly in a strange mechanical motion. He looked at them as if he had forgotten they were there. There was a small celebration scheduled that day. David Gilmour was getting married, and the band had brought a cake into the studio. They offered Syd a slice. He ate it. He smiled briefly. Storm Thorgerson took photographs, the only photographs that exist of Syd at Abbey Road that day. Later, Syd asked Roger when they would let him play with the band again. Roger could not answer. After perhaps an hour, Syd Barrett picked up his plastic bag and left. He did not say goodbye. The band watched him walk out of the studio, down the corridor, out of the front doors of Abbey Road, into the London afternoon. They would never see him again. Roger Waters, in interviews afterward, said that he locked himself in a bathroom and wept. David Gilmour said he could not finish recording that day. Richard Wright said it was one of the saddest moments of his life. They had spent months writing a song to say everything they had never been able to say to Syd Barrett. And on the day they finished mixing it, he had walked into the room, and they had not even known him. The song was called "Shine on You Crazy Diamond." The album was called "Wish You Were Here." And he had been there, just for an hour. And then he was gone. This is one of the saddest stories in music history.